Welcome back, everyone. It is 7 o'clock on your Sunday morning. Thanks for starting your week with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. We are off to a chilly start on March 2nd. If you were, hoping for spring, don't worry, it's not here yet, but
a little bit of a setback.
I will say, though, it's a good thing for the snow lovers, Lindsay. I checked the Perfect North snow cams. Yeah. They're taking advantage, blowing that snow. So if you're looking to maybe go ski or snowboard, not a bad day to go down there and get it done.
We're getting toward the end of the season, so that opportunity is dwindling. Temperatures today will get back above freezing briefly this afternoon. Okay. So that is an improvement from yesterday, but it's still going to be below average. Yeah. So make sure you got those winter coats ready to go, especially this morning. You're going to need to layer up. If you have any early morning worship services or perhaps any errands you're running out within the next couple of hours. So we've been monitoring this area of high pressure that's taking control of our weather to our north. Still seeing that wind direction coming in out of the northwest over Lake Michigan, but it's shifting more of a westerly wind flow today. So that means that's going to be blowing over the lake and putting that snow chance more so to our north instead of pushing that snow opportunity across eastern Indiana. So that's no longer going to be an issue today. In fact, our area of high pressure will start to clear our sky out. So we are watching a very pretty sunrise about to unfold over the eastern horizon right now, and we will see plenty of sunshine today. And we're going to need it, all of it, because our temperatures are running much colder. In fact, we are 15 degrees colder than where we were this time yesterday, and that puts our air temperature here in Indy at just 16. It is 15 in Richmond, 14 in Muncie, and with a mostly calm wind out there for us right now, we're not really seeing much of a drastically different wind chill as compared to the air temperature, so that's a good thing at least. Sun comes up, we are headed to 39 for a high later today, and we keep the sky clear into the evening as well. 39, that forecast high from Indy down to Shelbyville, 40 in Bloomington, and 39 in Greencastle. Enjoy the sun today. We've got some increased clouds for Monday, though a mainly dry day on Monday. We're keeping our eye on that next impactful storm system set to bring rain back in by Tuesday. The potential of some storms Tuesday night. We'll get you updated on that latest timeline in the full forecast.
All right, we'll see you then, Lindsay. We continue to follow breaking news this morning from overnight. IMPD is investigating a deadly shooting on the city's north side. It happened just after 2 o'clock this morning over at the Hub at Noor Apartments. That's along College Avenue, just north of 86th Street. Police tell us a man was shot inside an apartment and that he died from his injuries. Police do have a suspect in custody this morning, but we're still working to learn more on what exactly led up to this shooting. We'll keep you posted as soon as we learn more details. This morning, Metro Police are looking for the driver who hit and killed a woman on Indy's east side and took off. It happened around 7:30 last night near East Washington and North Rural Streets. When officers got to the scene, they found a woman who was hit by a car. She later died at the hospital. As for the person who hit her, we're told they drove off. IMPD says a man, however, walking along the same street did stay to try and help.
We only have one person that is a witness, and he is stating that he didn't see anything, that he was in front of her. But what we do know from him is that they were crossing the street going southbound across Washington Street.
Police say the man could not remember any details about the suspect's vehicle. So if you happen to be in the area when this happened and can help police, you're asked to give them a call. An investigative committee that's been tasked with looking into harassment allegations against members of Mayor Joe Hogsett's administration and campaign met recently to discuss the first report on the investigation. The committee listened to the members of the law firm Fisher Phillips as they laid out the progress of the investigation so far. It includes reviewing over 1,000 documents relevant to accusations and the Hogsett's administrations of handling them.
We discussed our collection and review of documents to date, interviews we have conducted with relevant witnesses, our analysis of human resources systems in other municipalities and counties, our review of the city-county's newly introduced anonymous reporting tool.
So far, 13 people have used that anonymous reporting tool. That's something the committee chair, Krista Carlino, says is a step in the right direction.
We know that from a human resources perspective, that anonymous reporting is really best practice when it comes to harassment. So it prevents retaliation and other, toxic work environments.
Right now, the investigation is in the middle of phase 2 of its 3 phases. So far, there are no committee meetings on the calendar, but Carlino says her personal goal will be to get the final report by June 1st. Time is now 7:05 on your Sunday morning. We're now hearing from the attorney for 2 Pacers fans who are suing the Milwaukee Bucks and Patrick Beverley. It all stems from this incident last May where Beverley is seen throwing a ball into the stands, hitting 2 women. This was during the playoffs last year. The lawsuit claims a coach was trying to get the crowd to antagonize Bucks players, but fans didn't take the bait. The 2 women says this isn't just about injuries. They're asking for accountability from Beverley and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Dealing with the fact that they were the ones escorted through the crowd and out like they had done something wrong. They were not only had these physical and mental injuries, but they were really cast in a false light where people were calling them and saying, what did you say to this guy to cause this to happen?
Now, Beverley was suspended for 4 games after that incident. The women are now suing for damages. Big changes are coming to a popular park here in Indy. Mayor Joe Hogsett was on hand to help break ground on a $3 million improvement project at Targeton Park recently. It would include a new multi-use football and soccer field, walking path, and new pickleball and tennis courts. The city agreed to name the field after Richard Donnell Hamilton, or Coach Nell, who was shot and killed back in January of 2023.
These new athletic facilities will take on a whole new meaning for our community here in Midtown. The new Richard Coach Nell Hamilton Field, for instance, will honor the legacy of a man who gave so much of himself to our community and this community's young people.
Coach Nell was a founder of the Targeted Teen Work Crew program, which employs at-youth risk first jobs for the summer. Funding for the project comes from an $80 million Lilly Endowment grant to Indy Parks. While the Colts have been involved this week with the NFL Combine, the Colts All-Pro linebacker has been spending time with kids on Indy's east side, and now he's introducing them to a different kind of football field. Our Samantha Johnson has more.
All right, set, go. Colts linebacker Zaire Franklin is all in his new role, not as QB, but as the NFL's global flag football ambassador.
Putting the kids through some drills, kind of just teaching them the basics. My first actual experience with flag was the Pro Bowl. I will say it's harder to grab that flag than it looks.
And why is the NFL investing in flag? The league's VP of flag football, Stephanie Kwok, says it's all about accessibility and connecting more people to the game.
You can go as far as you want with it these days, right? You can go to college, you can play in the Olympics, and so there's no limit if it's a sport that you decide you truly love.
On Tuesday, Zaire and the NFL delivered free flag football kits to Raymond Park Middle School. The Warren Central girls team helped out too.
I think it's really cool because we get to meet a bunch of flag football players, and some people actually want to play flag football, so that could be a good start for them.
Seeing a high school female athlete and thinking, oh, I can see it, so I can be it.
According to the NFL, 16 million kids have used more than 37,000 of these kits over the last decade. And that now includes these kids, thanks to the Colts.
I think that's super, super, super cool because, like, the biggest team in Indiana is here to support us, which is really fun.
They don't really have much, after school. They go back and it's a lot of trouble in the neighborhoods and the things that they're from.
All this on one of the NFL's biggest weeks of the year, the 2025 Scouting Combine here in Indy.
Just a chance for them to come out here to compete and do some of the things that they're going to see on TV. I think that's just going to make their day, so that's awesome.
On the east side, Samantha Johnson, 13 News.